Okay, so today we will look at a topic wherein it is a conversation or a samvadam between Kakabhushundi and Garuda. This scene that is there, it is a part of Uttara Ramayana, and Kakabhushundi Garuda Samvadam in the Ramayana is very very auspicious because wherein uh, Garuda asks 7 questions or so to Kakabhushundi, and the reply of the same is given by this Kakabhushundi, and that's they are all philosophical uh, questions that are there. Who exactly is this Kakabhushundi is? Now he is basically a part of Ramcharitamanas, as highlighted by Tulsidas. Is basically a sage, a Bhushundi in you can say in our tradition also, and again a great devotee of Rama who actually tells a story of Ramayana to Garuda in the form of a cow. That's how he gets the name of Kakabhushundi while he was a sage. Kakaha meaning a crow. He has the face of a crow. That's the reason he gets the name Kakabhushundi. Originally, he is a sage with the name of Bhushundi. He is also a Chiranjeevi. In Kali Yuga, it is said that the sage Bhushundi or Kakabhushundi is still alive even today in Kali Yuga. And basically, in other texts like you can say Yoga Vasishtam also, you get this reference of Bhushundi. Moreover, Kakabhushundi basically was a great devotee of Shiva, and he belonged to a tribal community who was living in Ayodhya. And once it so happened that uh, his guru who was there, now being a great devotee, it seems that he used to worship only Shiva and he used to not worship Vishnu at all. He kept all the Vaishnavas also away. Now his guru who was there had convinced him many times saying that you should not do this, all gods are equal, all forms of worship are the same. But still this Kakabhushundi does not listen. One fine day it so happened that he was sitting in the temple of Shiva, he was worshipping Shiva. That's when at that point his own guru comes and he forgets. In fact, he just ignores his guru, he continues worshipping Shiva. Shiva does not like this at all. He curses his devotee, saying that you will take the form of a snake and live 1,000 lives or so as a creature belonging like maybe like an animal, bird, insect, and so on. And that's when, but still, the guru was full of grace and karuna. He prayed to Shiva, saying that do not give such a terrible curse to my Shishya. That's when Shiva tells that I cannot change the curse that I have given, but yes, definitely I can modify the curse a bit. He states that after 1,000 births or so, this Kakabhushundi would become a great bhakta of Rama. And that's when Bhagavan Shiva also tells him that never ever you should displease or you should disrespect your guru. And thus Kakabhushundi was later born as a Brahmin also. He became a great devotee of Rama. He turned into a sage. And basically he at that time when he had got this janma of a sage, he gets in touch, he listens to a discourse also given by a sage called Lomasha. And further what happens is there were certain views that were told, maybe like Nirgunam worship also, Nirguna, Saguna, and so on. These are all different kinds of worship. Again, there was, you can say, some kind of controversy which took place. There was difference of opinion wherein again the sage Lomasha ended up cursing this Bhushundi to turn into a crow. And that's when Garuda, it seems that the sage who was there, he tells Garuda that in every Treta Yugam, Kakabhushundi tells Garuda that every Treta Yugam, now it's a repetition like Satya, Treta, Dwapara, Kali, again it is going to be Satya Yugam again. So wherein I go to Ayodhya, I stay for about 5-6 years or so, I watch Rama as a crow. And that's when what happens is once Rama tried to catch him, it seems. Like Rama was a small child, he tries to catch him. And that's when this Kakabhushundi was there, was that crow actually whom Rama tried to catch. So while he was flying away, it seems that little bit of doubt came in the mind of Kakabhushundi regarding Rama. Is he a normal child or is he actually an avataram of Lord Vishnu? And that's when Kakabhushundi flew away to Brahmalokam, it seems, but still he felt as if Rama, the child Rama, was pulling him with his small fingers or so. And there was like he went to a trance also. When he opened his eyes, he found himself back in Ayodhya. So that's when thus he got a great darshanam of Rama, thus he became a great devotee of Rama. And finally, he it seems that he chose forever to remain in the form of a crow and thus was blessed by Rama and Shiva. So this was how you see Shiva's curse that was there in fact turned into a blessing also for this Kakabhushundi. And it is believed that for centuries or so he lived there only inside Rama's mouth, it seems, and wherein he got a lot of suns, moons, and so on. He kept on seeing. That is basically, you see suns and moons in the scene, in the sense he lived for a longer life. He's a Chiranjeevi, right? He got the vision of lot of great people, great sages, and so on. So that's when he finally was living in the form of this crow only. Now, this is the background story of Kakabhushundi, so a very learned person. So, what happens is, it seems that this Kakabhushundi further was able to see Ramayanam about 11 times, Mahabharatam about 16 times, and so on. So, basically, what happens is, in every yugam that is there, the Leela of the Lord is seen. Like for example, in Satya Yugam, though we know Ramayana has already taken place, there can be different times also when again Rama would do some Leela. So that's the reason it is said that Ramayana, Mahabharatam also were seen many times by this Kakabhushundi. Now this Kakabhushundi, as I told you, a very very important character from Ramcharitamanas as written by Tulsidas, and he was the one to first narrate the Ramayana. It is believed that much before Valmiki, Shiva, Tulsidas, and so on. And thus he became a great devotee. And the Ramcharitamanas, if you see, it is also in the form of conversation only. So the conversations happened between Shiva Parvati, then between sages Bharadwaja, Yajnavalkya, and the third conversation is believed to have happened between this Kakabhushundi and Vishnu's Vahanam Garuda. And this Kakabhushundi had got a very, you can say, a good quality or a gift, it seems, that he could see nature's cycle that is there repeat itself. So that's the reason he could witness the Ramayana many times, about 11 times or so, Mahabharatam 16 times, and so on. And it was also said that whenever Rama took an incarnation on earth, it seems that Kakabhushundi immediately used to fly, he used to stay in Ayodhya also, look at Rama's Leelas, look at Rama grow, and so on. So thus he became a very great devotee of Rama. And now Garuda. What about Garuda? Garuda is the son of Vainateya and Tarksha. That's the name of his father. And it seems that Garuda, what is told about Garuda is, when he flaps his wings, it seems that heaven, earth, hell, everything can stop, it seems. That is the power of Garuda Bhagavan. And Garuda, if you see, he is generally a protector also, like Hanuman, especially Garuda Bhagavan. Also, like Hanuman is said to have lot of powers, lot of Shaktis. He is an enemy of the serpent, as we know. He can go anywhere like he wishes. That's the reason he is the perfect avataram, the perfect Vahanam for Vishnu Bhagavan. Now, finally comes a conversation between Garuda and Kakabhushundi, wherein Garuda has a few questions that are there. And for each of these questions, Kakabhushundi gives a reply. Now there were about 7 questions that were asked by Garuda, and Kakabhushundi answers all of that. What exactly are those 7 questions? We will look in the next session.